Hey YouTube, it's me, Mr. Mr. Lawless. Sorry for the format. This is going to be called the quick format, so I can talk to you guys quickly about things of the day instead of having to do the whole production, which is really hard to do. But basically, a couple of Ron Paul supporters were assaulted in Oklahoma, and I know you guys have probably already heard about this, but I think it's hilarious that a couple of old people assaulted a couple of Ron Paul supporters at the Oklahoma State Convention. Uh, Real quick, I guess one girl was hit in the spine. There's actually a video I'll link below to it of her confronting the old lady, and the old lady's around Romney supporter, and she's like, "Yeah, I did it. Yeah, and you deserved it because you support Ron Paul." And the old man that's like an establishment hack that's been part of the Republican Party forever assaulted some young Ron Paul supporter, a male Ron Paul supporter. But yeah, they are getting really, really desperate. Romney's establishment support is just freaking out. I mean, it was just like a week ago that they were passing out fake ballots. It's like the fraud that they're committing against Ron Paul is ratcheting up to the point where the media is actually starting to look like, to the common person, just real absolute dickheads, because they're not covering any of this stuff. And even the average person is starting to see this stuff on Facebook, and we have to share this stuff everywhere. But on Facebook, and on the internet, on YouTube, they're seeing this. The media is not reporting it, and the light bulb is going off in their head. So it's kind of like the media at this point is actually helping us by blacking Ron Paul out. So, hey, thank you, media. We didn't think it was going to help us in the long run, but as it turns out, perhaps you guys are kind of to blame for people waking up that might not wake up otherwise. So there is some good coming from you guys not covering Dr. Ron Paul, because it shows the hypocrisy of corporate-owned media. And there's an article in Drudge Report about how Ben Swann says that the company that owns, it's actually an employee-owned company that owns the Fox 19 that Ben Swann works for, is actually not corporate owned, and that's why he can get away with telling the truth so much. I don't want to post that article below because that's actually a really good article. But yeah, I guess Ben Swann isn't owned by corporate media. That's why he's constantly just telling us the truth. Boy, how our country would operate if none of the media was corporate owned. Yeah, the Mitt Romney supporters are freaking out, and you got to wonder what's going to happen. It's almost like they're imploding. Romney got accused of beating up some gay kid in high school, and which I don't really. Okay, there's two ways to feel about the whole Romney and the bullying of the gay kid. One, you can say that's messed up. That really says something about a person's character, because in high school, I never beat up anybody. Uh, I got in a few fights, but I didn't pick on people or beat up people for being different. So yes, it says something about Mitt Romney's character, but more importantly, it says something about the media's character. Because when Obama was running, you heard absolutely nothing about his high school years, other than maybe some pictures of him playing basketball and how cool he was in high school. You didn't hear anything about his high school year. They didn't do any research or digging into Obama. And if they did come across something that made him look bad, a lot of the newspapers admitted to just hiding it, suppressing it, just getting a hold of a piece of information. Say, this makes him look really bad. I think I'll just tuck this away. So yeah, the whole Mitt Romney story, him beating up some gay kids, makes the media look worse than Romney, though Mitt Romney is a douchebag. And we already knew that. A lot of the Ron Paul supporters and just people that know who Mitt Romney is already knows he's a real jerk. Still think he's better than Obama. I know a lot of people say it's the same exact thing. Don't worry, I'm voting for Paul no matter what. Still think Mitt Romney is better than Obama, though, because I think Obama is a straight up sociopath. And I don't think Obama's, you know how people say Obama's a puppet, and Obama's a puppet, and he's just doing the bidding of the New World Order. I don't necessarily agree with that. I think that maybe Obama wants to be a dictator. Maybe initially, yeah, he was a puppet, and he's done a lot of things, like he's saying he's a puppet, and he might be telling the globalists he's doing what they want him to do. But at the end of the day, I think Obama wants to be a dictator. And if we get 4 more years of Obama, I'm pretty certain we will not have another election unless there is revolution. That's tough. That's something horrible to say. But Obama has displayed dictatorial-like tendencies across the spectrum of the presidency. So it's not like I'm saying this unfounded. And that's pretty much all I got to say. Like this video, subscribe if you haven't already, and comment. You comment down there, and we can chit chat through the power of typing. So, all right, thanks for watching. Wallace out.